At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
The kid you hear playing the piano, he's not mine. On top of the 2 weekly piano lessons and finger yoga, I give my son Smarty Pants vitamins to support his brain health because while I'm supposed to say it's not a competition, of course it's a f***ing competition. Choose Smarty Pants vitamins to support your kid's brain health and help them master whatever their chopsticks may be. Shop on Amazon, smartypantsvitamins.com, or at Target today.
What's up, Good Follow Show? It's your girl, Roz Gold on Woody, and today's episode is coming to you from Brooklyn in New York City. We are at Barclays Center, and joining us is one of the best basketball players in the world, also a very dope human being and person.
Thank you.
A WNBA champion with the New York Liberty, was last year's finals MVP, has been a WNBA MVP, a 5-time All-Star, and repping for the Bahamas, Jonquel Jones. What's up, JJ?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm so good. I always like to have some special time with you and kick it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Thank you for joining the show.
Thanks for having me.
Literally just got here coming from practice. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's such a rare occasion for the Liberty these days.
Yeah, I know. Actually, it's been crazy. The season has been... It's just been going. So it's nice to actually be able to get on the court and work on some things and kind of iron out some of those kinks.
How bad does the team need practice?
We need it badly right now. We have people that are coming back from injuries. You have Emma, who's just joined our team and was kind of thrown into the fire. So it's just, like I said, a lot of different kinks and things that we have to iron out, but also opportunity for us to kind of sharpen the tools that we have and get everybody familiar with what's going on.
Yeah, when you just think about what it takes to run back a championship is really hard. And especially this season, some things out of your control, like when you think about all the injuries that have happened to the team, also just to you, how would you reflect on the way this season has kind of rolled itself out so far for you?
Yeah, I mean, always when you're coming into the season, you kind of think about it as there's going to be like, ups and downs, ebbs and flows, highs and lows. And you're kind of prepared for that. And as a vet, it's something that you really expect. But coming into the season, if anybody had told me that it was going to be the way it has been for us in terms of injuries, I would have said that they were lying. Like, I just wouldn't have believed it because it's just been a lot. But ultimately, I think we've done a good job of staying together as a team. Really just figuring it out and understanding that sometimes it's just going to be a little bit tough with the situation that we're in.
Yeah, and the situation that you're in, defending champs, full stop, respect. But at the moment, I feel like it happened so quickly. You sit at the 5 seed in the standings.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, obviously, we understand that we're not a 5 seed in this league, obviously. But at this point, it's just about winning basketball games. It's about stacking the wins, doing the things that we can, focus on the things that we can control so that we can win basketball games. But it's been tough, man, like I said. So now there's so much parity in the league. There's so much, good competition. And any given night, anybody can beat anybody. And so we've seen that firsthand, and now we understand that it's going to take a high level of consistency, effort, all of the little things, but also making sure that we have enough bodies to be able to keep up that level of play too. And I think that's been the biggest thing for us.
And what about the rebounding side of the ball?
Oh, it's going to be huge. It's a big emphasis for us. I think a lot of times us playing the 5-out offense, like, is good for our spacing, but it kind of causes us not to have as many people, hitting the boards. And so there's an emphasis now, for me and a lot of the other players to really just focus on that aspect of the game. And I think we did a good job of doing it the last game against Connecticut. We just got to carry on.
Yeah. The way I look at the team is I'm the one calling your games and watching you each night. I kind of feel like you have the most upside right now, if that's the way I'm looking at it.
I agree, actually. I completely agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Completely agree with that.
Because y'all probably don't even really know what is the full potential of dangerousness that you have. because you have not put all the talent together enough.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, so Emma Mieseman joined the team. Stewie's back. So what is the potential of that group, especially y'all three on the court, even if you're sharing the court together at times?
I mean, obviously the potential is to be able to win, and that's world-class athletes, and luckily we had the opportunity to be able to play together overseas. So we're
In Russia.
In Russia, yeah. So we're used to playing with each other. We understand tendencies. We understand the strengths of each other. And so now we just have to put it together in a new system under a new coach and bring Emma into the fold. But honestly, if I'm any team in the playoffs, I don't want to see us in the first round. I don't want to really see us in the playoffs because I feel like we just, like you said, haven't really realized our potential yet, and haven't had the opportunity to put our full roster out there on the court.
Yeah, and to your point, I think the familiarity will go a long way. I think everybody's very high IQ on this team.
Yes.
Very versatile. And for me, you're very unselfish. And that's going to go a long way in bringing this together. I got one more characteristic for you that I didn't say.
Okay.
You also a sniper, okay? So at 6'6" center, you are leading the league. You've been leading the league in 3-point shooting percentage. I mean, what is the pride you take in being able to do that at your size and position?
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt like I kind of had like a later growth spurt in life and all that stuff. And so because of that, I was a guard for a long time. And so a lot of like guard skills kind of transferred over to me, and I just got the height and was able to add other aspects to my game. But I take a lot of pride in being able to shoot and make the open shots, and worked a lot on like my 3-point shot, obviously, just getting more shots up, getting more reps up to be consistent. And it's showing. And so again, that's the upside of the 5-out offense, is that you're going to be able to shoot a lot of threes. And my teammates, my coaches trust me to make that shot. So I'm excited that I get to do it here.
Are you finding that most defenders won't come out there with you, that you have that space, or are they coming out tight for you?
No, I think it's a little bit of both, right? So sometimes you may have Sabrina and Stewie on one side of the court, and they're playing in the 2-man action, and so now they're thinking like, okay, we have to help because it's Sabrina and Stewie on that side. So then I get the open shot, and then I start hitting, and now they're like, oh, we can't leave JJ. So it allows Stewie and Sabrina to have more space to be able to get downhill, play in their spaces, and so it's kind of like a give and take. And I think that's the good thing about a versatile team, is that no team can take away everything. There's something that they're gonna have to give up, and it's just our job out there to kind of exploit that, understand the mismatches, what we want to go to, and then play from there.
It sounds like a fun, simple game. Like
it can be. Yeah.
It can be, right?
Yeah,
if it all could be so simple.
Yep.
So you guys won the championship last season. Winning the championship, it comes with a lot of perks. So y'all went as the championship team to the Met Gala. Okay, so this is the fashion stage of all stages. It was you, Stewie, Sabrina, Clara Wu Tsai. I want all the tea. Like, I want to know about the experience. and I also specifically about your hair and your fit, how it came together. You stole the show in some ways.
Yeah. I agree with that statement.
You felt like you were the best dressed?
I honestly do feel like I was the best dressed.
Tell us why.
I mean, I felt like my hair was a statement piece. Like, I already command like a lot of attention because of my height when I walk into a room. So then to have my height and then have even more height with my hair, people were just, when I walked in the room, just all eyes are on me. I think Sergio Hudson and Courtney Mays did a really good job of tailoring my outfits and making sure that I felt comfortable. Like, I think that was the most important thing for me, is that I wanted the outfit to represent me and like how I carry myself through life, but I also wanted to be able to move through the Met Gala with a level of confidence and comfortability. And I think my outfit did a really good job of doing that, because I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel like, sometimes, when you're wearing things and like things are shifting or moving, you can kind of worry about that, and it kind of takes away from your confidence a little bit. And I think they did a really good job of just making sure everything was tailored well, fit well, the different materials, the accessories from like what was on my suit kind of, flowed up into my hair. So it was just a lot of different things. And then my hair, of course, they did a really great job of just making sure that it was centered, structured. So even though it was like really high up, I never felt like it was gonna like tip over or anything like that. I didn't get a headache. It was just all really well done.
So how tall were you with the hairstyle?
No idea. Maybe 7 feet. I don't know. I feel like it gave me at least 6'8".
Was there a rod inside of it to keep it up?
Yeah. So when the hairstylist, when she did my hair, what she did is that she put my hair in a ponytail first, and then she took like some of my locks from like the inside of the ponytail, and she made like a structure with it. So she like kind of held it up in like hair ties, and then she wrapped it with like a wire to give it that structure on the inside. And then she used more of my hair on the outside to kind of cover it up and then shape everything the way she wanted to. And then from there we just looked at different accessories and said, oh, let's just play around with it. Let's put this here, put that there, and see what we like and what we're feeling.
It's so cool. And it wasn't heavy.
Not at all. Okay. Yeah, it was perfectly centered. Like it didn't feel heavy at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the hardest part was like trying to walk through doors and stuff, just like tipping my head like this, just trying to make sure I don't knock my ponytail over.
Did you coordinate with your teammates and Clara, or you guys did your own thing and just pulled up?
So when we had like discussions with Courtney and Sergio,
which is so cool, by the way.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Some heavy hitters,
big time heavy hitters. Yeah. We all kind of individually talked about like what we liked, what we didn't like. They kind of gave us some options, and then I think it was their job to then tie everybody's look into each other a little bit. But obviously, the Met Gala has a theme anyway, and so there's going to be a little bit of similarities regardless, because dandyism was the theme.
I think you smashed dandyism, by the way.
I think so too.
Yeah. And then what's the overall experience of like being there with all of these other celebrities, some celebrities outside of the sports world, just entertainment celebrities. Yeah. I even heard you met Anne Hathaway.
Yes. Yeah, she actually came up to me. It was crazy. So like I was just kind of like mingling, and I made like a conscious effort. I'm like, when I get into the Met Gala, I'm not gonna like hold a wall. I'm not about to just sit in one spot and like not mingle, not talk to people. So at the cocktail reception, I was just walking around the room talking to everybody, just like just being myself, you know. And I don't know what happened, but I was kind of walking back towards like where Stewie and Sabrina were, and Anne Hathaway walks in at the same time at the cocktail reception. And as she walks in, she sees me. She's like, "Oh my God!" Like, and I'm just like, "And I don't think you know me, but I'm gonna accept the love." Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, "Oh my goodness, how are you doing?" She's like, "Mwah, mwah." I'm like, "Okay, like, what's up, girl?" I'm like, "Hi, I'm JJ from the New York." She's like, "I know you." I'm just like, "Okay, my bad." So we started talking, and I'm just like, "You have to come to a game. Like, we want to see you, Celebrity Row and all this stuff." Just giving my little pitch to kind of get her to come to one of our games, and she said that she would be interested in it and try to, contact her team. But it was just an amazing moment for me, because I grew up watching her Princess Diaries, all the movies, like, so to kind of get that embrace from her was amazing.
That is so cool.
Like, she was like, I'm like, okay, we besties now.
Right, okay. Was everybody doing these? I've never been in these
French
rooms.
kiss. Nah, it was just her, but everybody else was just super cool. Like, I don't think I met anybody that night that made me feel like I didn't belong to be there, or that they were too like bigger than me or anything like that. Like, it was a really good night, and everybody was super cool. And I met so many people: Simone Biles, Serena, Jonquel Jones. I was just talking to everybody. Anna Wintour, I had a good conversation with her.
Really?
Yeah, I just went up to her. I'm like, so what does it take to like put on the Met Gala? Like, how long? I had all the questions. I was really interested. And she was like, she was just telling me how the Black Dandyism and the theme for that year, that they had been planning it since before COVID. And so that's how long it takes to kind of get the Met Gala and everything together. So I thought it was super interesting.
And how special that you guys got to represent and really steal the show in the way that you guys did.
Yeah, I think it was amazing. I think it just shows that the league is growing, and that, we're entering the spaces that we should have been in all along. And so I know we won't be the last WNBA players to be there, so I'm excited to see how that goes in the future.
For sure. I got another role that you star in.
Okay.
The rivalries, the bands, the upsets, college football is back. Think you know the game? Put it to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn picks into big payouts.
New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly.
With live betting, rivalry week, boosts, and more, DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to own your Saturday. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code GOODFOLLOW.
That's code GOODFOLLOW for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5.
In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Auntie JJ.
How does everybody know about this? What is going on?
Listen, the streets are talking.
Right.
But this is a beautiful representation of you. So I heard you're an amazing auntie. And you have a 16-year-old nephew, David, who, just to fill y'all in, has been here mostly all summer, staying with Jonquel in New York, and even traveling with the team.
Yeah.
I heard having work experiences, shadowing executive staff. How did this come about where you wanted to present such a meaningful opportunity to your nephew, and why was it important to do that?
Well, it was important for me because I just understand that, like, in the Bahamas, sometimes the opportunities really aren't there, and the representation really matters in terms of kids getting to see that there's so many different avenues that you can take, to kind of find a career that you want to kind of professionalize yourself in or whatever. And so, for him, I think he loves basketball. He loves sports. He's grown up watching me play. It's a big part of his lifestyle at home. Like, he plays basketball and all that. And I think he wanted to kind of understand, like, what were the different ways that you could kind of be around basketball, be in basketball without necessarily being an athlete. And I thought it was really important for him to kind of come here and really be able to have that opportunity. And so he came, and when he first came, he had a 3-week internship. So the first week he shadowed the business front office. Second week it was the basketball front office, and then he did equipment management and everybody that's like in our locker room for the third week. And so he was able to kind of really get hands-on experience with everything and really just understand how things were working. I think the first day he went to work with the business front office, he came back, he's like, yeah, we had a meeting about Ellie, and we were talking about marketing and all this stuff. And I'm just like, that's so cool. Like, how many 16-year-olds consider they sat in on a meeting like that? But I mean, other than him being here and me being able to provide the opportunity for him, I think it's also hats off to, like, the New York Liberty and them being willing to open up that door for him and for my family. And I think it shows that what we're doing here is really just building something that's bigger than basketball. Like, it's about making sure that this actually feels like a family environment, because a lot of teams and a lot of organizations like to use that term of, oh, this is a family, but it's not until you start doing things like that you really get to see how much an organization cares about you and the well-being of the people that are around you.
Yeah, just another example of like, honestly, the Liberty being really A1, you know? And what an incredible experience for a 16-year-old.
I know.
He may have a future in sports business.
No, he is. He definitely, after he left, 2 days ago, we went to Atlanta, so he stayed with my sister in Atlanta, and then he flew back home to the Bahamas, and he was like, me and him were talking, and I was just kind of letting him know, like, you have all these resources now. Like, you know, I went to GW, Serena went to Oregon, Kennedy went to UCLA. Like, there's people that, you know, we can kind of talk to kind of help you, you know, further your education in college and all that stuff too. So don't feel like, you know, you don't have these resources. Use your resources and understand how important it is. And he was just talking about how he wants to go into sports management and study sports management in college and all that stuff. So it's definitely opened his eyes to all the opportunities, and I'm excited to see what he does in the future.
You are an incredible auntie.
Thank you.
Auntie JJ is the best.
Thank you.
And also, you really have a great vision. It could lead to something like a reoccurring, you know, summer internship program that you might even sponsor. Or like, you know, it started with my nephew, but
I agree.
I do this summerly, and we take on one or two. I'm just, you know, I'm just thinking big, but it's you can make an impact in that way.
I agree. I didn't think about it like that at first, but the more I've been talking about it, I'm like, this is such a great opportunity and experiance for kids his age and anybody to be able to.
Can I be your next intern? That sounds amazing. Like, for real, the next one they could actually spend time with me if you want.
Go.
Yeah, they could absolutely.
Okay. That actually sounds cool.
Yeah, little media stuff. They can see that side too. Not us putting things together. But I'm actually really not surprised that you do think that big. Because actually, and first of all, I just want to excuse myself. I have misnamed you the entire interview. Sorry. Dr. JJ.
You made me nervous. I'm like, did I not hear you misname me? I'm like,
we talking to Dr. JJ, Dr. Jonquel Jones. You received right before the season an honorary doctorate degree of humanities from your alma mater at George Washington University. And you were also the commencement speaker at the ceremony, which is incredible. And, I was just like, dang, that's a long way to come when you even reflect back and think about where you've been growing up in the Bahamas, your life experiences, and then here you are at the ceremony as the commencement speaker, and you're looking out into the faces of future graduates, leaders of society. How does that make you feel? And what was the message that you wanted to get across?
Yeah, I mean, it made me feel honored, obviously. It definitely made me very reflective, just even all the moments and all the preparation leading up to the moment of giving the commencement speech and also receiving my honorary doctorate. But the message that I wanted to send to them was just that the journey isn't linear. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be times when you kind of feel like you're not making progress, but the consistency is the most important thing. Trusting the people that are around you and trusting in your foundation is going to be important. And then also having fun while you're going, along that journey. Because I think a lot of times we feel like we're supposed to just when we get there is when we're going to enjoy it. Or when I get this is when I'm going to be happy. And when I get that, I'm going to be happy. Whereas it's the journey to getting those things that oftentimes have better memories than the actual things that we want to achieve and the success that we want to have. And it's the people that you meet along the way that kind of matter and that kind of shape you into the person that you want to be. So just understanding that, we all have things that we want to achieve, but it's the people around you. It's the way that you go about going down that path and really just enjoying it, having fun, and living in the moment.
Yeah. I mean, sheesh, what a year it's been for you. All of these different huge stages that you've prepared for on top of winning the championship. I mean, you sound like the type of person who might have already given it thought or is putting steps towards it. What could you even imagine for yourself after basketball?
Oh, man. After basketball, and okay. I mean, I think about this a lot. I think the first thing for me is just to continue to build my real estate portfolio so that I don't have to work if I don't want to. That's the main thing. And then even bigger than that, in a perfect world, if I could get the right amount of investment and the people that have the same vision as me, is for me to I really want to go back home to the Bahamas and build the infrastructure to get, especially basketball players, but not just basketball players, all athletes, the facilities, the training, and I said before, the infrastructure to really get them to be able to stay home in the Bahamas, develop their games, and not have to leave home at such a young age like I had to do. So I left home at 13, 14. So I missed a lot of family dinners. I missed a lot of birthdays. I missed a lot of nieces and nephews growing up. And so I sacrificed a lot for this game, and it's given a lot back to me. But I think now we should, as the new, the role models, and we have so many NBA players now. I'm in the WNBA. We have so many professional athletes that are doing amazing things, and Olympic gold medalists and track and field and all this stuff. And I think it's our duty now to just make sure that our kids can stay at home and be able to do all of that at home and not have to leave at such a young age. So I think that's the big thing for me too.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful way to pay it forward and to give back to young people like yourself coming up where they don't have to be exported out, and can be homegrown and still pursue that career, but also live full lives on their homeland. You were quite impressive. I thought I was impressed because you could shoot the 3-ball well as a 6'6" center, but it's way beyond that with you.
Thank you so much.
And I truly appreciate the time and you joining us here at Good Follow Show.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you after the court. I'll be at the next game.
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab, LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. Sometimes the most painful part of getting sick is the getting better part. Waiting on hold for an appointment, sitting in crowded waiting rooms, standing in line at the pharmacy, that's painful. Amazon One Medical and Amazon Pharmacy remove those painful parts of getting better with things like 24/7 virtual visits and prescriptions delivered to your door. Thanks to Amazon Pharmacy and Amazon One Medical, healthcare just got less painful.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back, guys, to Good Follow Show. That was so awesome to have that quality time and a chance to have an exclusive sit-down interview with Jonquel Jones, Finals MVP of the reigning WNBA champs New York Liberty. We so appreciate her time. And actually, now we are at the point of the show where we're running out of time. So we got to get to some quick hits, some headlines. And you know who got it for us? Our girl, Logan Hackett. Logan, what's up?
It has been a big week in other women's sports other than basketball. But y'all, I want to start with Alex Ayala. She became the first female Filipino player to win a main draw match at the US Open. And she is the people's sweetheart. It's almost like the treatment that Emma Raducanu got when she won the US Open a few years ago. Everyone loves her. She's a sweetheart, giving hand hearts to the crowd. If you haven't watched her, please go watch her. It is amazing.
I love how we find different players and personalities to fall in love with and stories through these tournament runs.
Yes, and it really helps with her on-court interviews after. She is just so for the fans. But another really exciting thing is Lisbeth Ovalle broke the record for the largest transfer deal going to the Orlando Pride. So we're staying kind of local for $1.5 million. The one before this was just a few months ago, Olivia Smith, who is actually from Ontario. Yay, go Olivia. But she went to Arsenal for $1.4 million. Year by year, the price just keeps on going up.
Remember we were just talking about a milli for Germa? And there's been 3 in 9 months. And before that, it took 18 years for the last one. All of it, the game is changing.
Yep, and we love to see it. And actually, with Elizabeth going to Orlando, they actually did have someone dip out, and that's Barbara Banda, who was a key player for them. She's out for the rest of the season with a hip injury. Really sucks to see, but hoping she can come back better than ever next year.
Absolutely, full recovery.
And the last one we have is the Women's Rugby World Cup is going on. There's a lot of blowouts, but England beat USA 69-7.
69-7 is crazy, but I'm still USA. Well, thank you so much, Logan, for coming through with the quick hits and headlines. And actually, that will do it now for this episode of Good Follow Show. We thank all of y'all for rocking out with us. We drop Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wherever you get your podcast, subscribe. Let's get these numbers up. Okay, we're presented by DraftKings. And we also want to give a big shout out to Jonquel Jones for joining our show. Such a big show for us, an interview today. And that'll do it for this one. We'll catch you next week.
Bye, y'all.